So
We are
where do
live,
people
Shalini.
we are like? Okay.
All
Sorry.
right. Good evening to you. Good morning to you, depending on whichever part of the globe you are logging in from. It is a pleasure and a delight to welcome each one of you on the panel, as well as those who are joining us online now and will join us later. Welcoming you to our International Poetry Meet on July 8th, 2025. The purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls, says Picasso. And today we have joined here because poetry connects poets across continents. Poetry is conferring with the soul. It is splashing of color, of different emotions on the canvas of life. It provides us a glimpse into different cultures, allowing us to gain alternative perspectives and to create new forms and stories. Poetry transcends cultures, linguistic differences, and temporal barriers, and human souls commune regardless of backgrounds and geography. As Scott Fitzgerald said, you discover that your longings are universal longings, that you're not lonely and isolated from anyone. You belong. So each one of us in the group today belongs to the universal global family of poetry. Today, we were supposed to be joined by one more poet, Gregory Richard Barden, who is in USA. He could not join us. Greg, we hope you feel better, and we will see you very soon. So I invite each one of you to the event today, starting with an introduction of Lisa Tomey-Zonneveld. Hi, Lisa. You are the founder and manager of Prolific Pulse Press, LLC, and a widely published poet and writer. You are the editor of numerous anthologies and an editor for Fine Lines Journal. You are the poet laureate emeritus of Garden of Neuro Institute, and you reside in North Carolina. So today, Lisa will start with her wonderful poem, American Dipper. Over to you, Lisa, inviting you for your first poem. And we will have two rounds of poetry, and each poet will render one first, and then we will go with the second round. Over to you, Lisa. Welcome.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the honor of being a part of this group today. This poem I'm going to read, American Dipper, was first published in Masticadoras. Plunge deeply into the unknown, traipse ocean's surface, manage rocks and reefs in an abysmal life. One might feel dejected. Take a deep dive into the unknown. Trust being the main thing. Or is it despair? One may feel at a moment or even a lifetime they dare to take the plunge, perhaps walk the bottom of the sea, dance with a little fish, slither through fingers, slide through hair, twist and bounce, perhaps to shoot from a cannon to the stars. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, Lisa. Your poem, American Dipper, encourages embracing the unknown with courage. Despite the harshness of life's depths, your verse underscores that trust. Trust enables resilience and graceful navigation through uncertainty. Thank you for rendering your lovely poem, and we appreciate your presence. This is your first time with us in Literary Warriors Group, and we know it's going to be the first of many more going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shalini Rao, my soul sister from Mumbai. And we share a common last name, but we share much more. She is a seasoned poet and a writer, expressing deep thoughts and emotions through a delicate dance of rhyme and verse. When on a break from juggling domestic and corporate challenges and life challenges, she turns to her passion of the written word to find a balance. She views life's ironies through the lens of resonant poetry. Her work has recently been published in a couple of anthologies. And the first poem today she's going to render is Breaking Winter's Spell. And before I hand over the mic to you, I want to say happy birthday to your dear heaven bound brother, who was a squadron leader in Air Force and had an accident where, unfortunately, due to technical issues with the chopper, things went heavenward. And Ram Mohan Yalla Pragada, this is a tribute to you from Shalini, your sister. Over to you, Shalini.
Thank you so much, Rupa. I'm just getting goosebumps just listening to what you're saying. And this is the very first time. Thank you for welcoming me here. Wonderful to meet all of you. So here's what I have written, penned down. I consider myself an amateur poet. So I hope you enjoy this. So breaking winter's spell, shift in cosmic rays, bringing brighter days, icicles melting slow inside hollow caves, warming sunny glow, breaking winter's spell, creatures large and small, dancing as warm hearts swell, symphony of nature's sounds, blackbirds' song at dawn, hues of nature's sights, emerging emerald lawn. Tiny faces pop from deep underground, scamper towards treats, follow soft felling sounds. Oh, is it spring yet? And how else would you know? Look all around, nature presents a show. Dew on blades of green, dawn's curtain raiser, birds in purple skies, dusk's curtain call. Thank you.
Lovely. Spring is here, literally, huh? Your poem captures nature's joyful awakening as the winter yields to the spring. With radiant imagery and musical rhythm, you celebrate the earth's quiet rebirth, where every bloom, bird call, sunbeam becomes part of the vivid seasonal symphony. Shalini, this is the first time you have joined our platform, and we are delighted you are a part of our family at Literary Warriors Group. So you are one more warrior with us. Thank you for joining us
Thank
and
you.
welcoming you for many more going ahead.
Absolutely. Looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now it's my privilege to invite my dear soul brother, Varunjai Sahni. Varunjai from Jaipur, currently in Lokhandwala in Mumbai, is a full-time, untamed artist. I love that, untamed artist, photographer, writer, poet from Jaipur. He's a student of life. He's been inking thoughts since his childhood. He captures raw human emotions, nature's silence, and everyday truths with unapologetic depth. His endless love for nature, insects, animals, breathes through everything he creates. And I have fortunately been honored to read many of them. Though he says he's never published, his art lives quietly in notebooks, photographs, and unspoken spaces. He doesn't chase fame, although he comes from a lineage of fame. He follows what moves him inward, honest, reflective, and always whispering something deeper to the soul. Again, my soul brother Varun, inviting you to render your absolutely empowering poem, I Burned, Therefore I Became. Over to you, dear Varun.
Hi, good evening. It's an honor, you know, to be here. Uh, this I burned, therefore I became. Basically a small story of a person called. I have changed the name to Neil. I have actually been in that scenarios where I have seen things happening in life. So let's begin. Okay. Neil always knew he was different. While other children ran in circles, He stared at the sky, trying to decode patterns in clouds. Sounds were louder to him, touches feel sharper. Words didn't come easily, but feelings did. Intense, raw, and often misunderstood. His teachers called him difficult. His father called him duffer. Friends were none, and expectations were many. Why can't you be normal? Was the chorus in his childhood. He learned to wear masks, smile when confused, nod when broken, laugh when all he wanted was silence. But the worst part wasn't being different, it was being told he wouldn't be. Years passed. Neil kept folding himself into smaller spaces to fit into others' molds. Until one day, after a particularly cruel remark from a relative, someone who claimed to care, he walked out into the cold night air and cried like he has never been. The night, that night, something inside him broke, and in breaking, it burned. He stopped explaining himself to people committed to misunderstanding him. He stopped apologizing for feeling deeply. He started creating, writing, painting, expressing his world the way he could. People began to notice not his strangeness, but his soul. The very thing they mocked him became his gift. Years later, standing on the stage with his first book in his hand, Neil looked at the crowd. His voice was calm. I was never broken, he said. I was just born on a different frequency. And once I stopped trying to tune it out, I finally heard the music. Neil didn't rise despite the fire. He rose because of it. He burned, therefore he became. Thank you.
Wow, Varun, wow. You have told the powerful journey of a sensitive soul suppressed by conformity, ignited by pain. The inner fire of this individual found creative freedom and has transformed the rejection into radiant selfhood. Cannot begin to say how empowering and how touching was this verse by you. Thank you for sharing. And may I share the secret that I'd already read it? So it's just been a privilege to read this poem and hear it from you today. Thank you, Varun.
Thank you.
And I would like to thank so many of our dear friends and lovers of poetry who've joined us. Anuradha says, eminent poets, and my favorite friend here. Satinder says, hi, dear poets. Sadbir says, adventurous Lisa. We have Anu says, wonderful Lisa. We have Paru says, way to go, Shalu. Paru sends love. Anu says, beautiful, emotional intro to Braveheart, Shalini's brother. Ram Mohan Yalla Pragada, squadron leader, who's heaven bound, who left us about 24 years back. We love you, Ram. Sadbir Chadda says, Shalini, lovely spring. Meera Bansali says, a warm welcome to all esteemed poets. Satinder Sethi says, lovely poem, Shalini. Paru says, Sahni ji heard great things about you from Rupa. Paru is my sister, just in case anybody wants to know. A pleasure to meet you and hear about you. Meera says, beautiful introduction of Varunji. Sadbir ji says, very well created poem. Anuradha says, touching Varun. Paru says, we are never broken. We rise from ashes, Varunji. Satinderji says, great creation, Varun. And Anu says, Neelam Saxena, waiting to hear your words. Yes, Anu, we are coming to Neelam. And I wanted to come to Neelam with belated happy birthday, dear Neelam, who actually founded, and then others joined. She started Literary Warriors Group. It was named with a different name, but then it was decided that we have so many poetic warriors that it had to be renamed as Literary Warriors Group. And we recently celebrated her birthday. And she said, this is the platform where those who don't have outlet will have freedom to express. So here I have the privilege and pleasure to have known Neelam for a while. She is a celebrated bilingual author who writes in English, Hindi. She has authored 6 novels. I'm sure the number has changed already because every day it changes. She's authored 6 novels, 9 short story collections, 47 poetry collections, 15 children's books, a 3-time Limca Book of Records holder. She has won many accolades, including Sohanlal Dwivedi Puraskar, Premchand Award, Rabindranath Tagore International Poetry Award, Setu Award for Excellence, Rural International Lifetime Award, and so much more. She received the Freedom Award for Lyrics and Recognition from the American Embassy, presented by the one and only Gulzar Sahab. In 2014, Forbes India listed her among India's 78 most popular authors. I invite dear Neelam with belated happy birthday greetings and love and blessings from everyone. She's going to render her poem called Expanding, which is about giving shape to dreams. And she's not only been giving shape to her dreams with LWG, the platform, she's been shaping the dreams of so many closeted poets and poets who wanted an outlet. So welcoming you and inviting you, Neelam, to share your poem.
Thank you, Rupa, for those wonderful words and for the wishes on my birthday. And let me begin straight with the poem. Expanding. She touches the contours of the reflection in the magnificent mirror on the wordless wall. Does it fit into the shoes of what she desired? Every curve appears vaguely similar. She's about to hug it tight when her fingers touch the location where there are screaming sounds. Thud, thud, thud. The heart, with its reddish blue tinge, enlarges, exasperates, and exclaims, "You're much more capable than you think. Better know yourself." Astonished, she sits down on the floor, now trying to touch the contours of her dead thoughts. Should she leave behind what she can accomplish? There's nothing more truthful than a heart's call. She gets up and lets her thoughts sprint. They weave magic into her inarticulate being. She's now find humming, giving shape to her dreams. Thank you so much.
Looks like I went on mute. I apologize for that. Neelam, thank you for a wonderful poem. We have people wishing you happy birthday, and Paru says happy birthday. Looking forward to hearing you. Anu says waiting to hear you. So we hope you have heard Neelam and will comment on her poem. May everyone's heart beat and the thud run to create what calls out to them. May the heartbeat meet the destiny with all your potential, and may you shine bright. And Neelam, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rupa. And let me now introduce our dear host and admin, Rupa Rao. Rupa Rao holds an MBA and a law degree. After a hectic corporate career across India and USA, she indulges in writing, nature walks, yoga, and spiritually meaningful pursuits. She is an admin at Literary Warriors Group and chief coordinator for International Academy of Ethics. Her writings feature in global anthologies, magazines, and literary platforms. She moderates poetry sessions, that too wonderfully, hosts author chats online. She constantly seeks to nurture her soul. She has curated edited, co-authored 7 poetry anthologies, 1 prose, and edited a novella plus a poetry collection, solo works, book reviews, and a biography await to be tackled next. So, I would love to render 4 lines. Miss B buzzed bright with purpose and cheer. Mr. Drone dreamed skies but held her near. She danced through blooms, life's work, her art, while he watched love with a gentle heart. What would you write, dear Rupa, if you were to write on Miss B and Mr. Drone?
Wow. Thank you, Neelam. I love this thing you do with the 4-liner intro you give to each poet. I've tried to emulate it a few times. It doesn't happen all the time, but I love it. I love it. So, as Neelam said, my poem is about Ms. B and Mr. Drone. What are they going to do, Neelam? Let's find out. Drowning in the drone from regal Queen B, magnetically drawn is her lover, mate, Mr. B. Mr. Drone will not ever create ambrosial sweet honey. Miss B shall dump him, sans any alimony. Miss B buzzes loud in a heady tango, drops him when she's done with him to land in a limbo. Mama bee gets busy, making many babies, baby bees that grow into honey hives heavies. Mr. Drone is created for one solo job. His life's job is a gift to honey. Death shall soon rob. Each creature's sojourn serves a unique purpose. Every life is willed to dance in universe's grand circus. I repeat, each creature's sojourn serves a unique purpose. Every life is willed to dance in universe's grand circus. Thank you so much. Now,
That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, Neelam. I want to come back to our second round of poems, and I want to invite dear Lisa. She has titled her second poem, Heaven on Earth. Lisa, we want to hear, why did you title it Heaven on Earth? And we are so excited to hear what is your heaven on earth. Over to you.
Well, I titled it Heaven on Earth. I was trying to come up with an idea for a poem for the Social Possibilities anthology that expressed hope and how it's important to feel hope. Certainly, our society is challenged, and it's important to find hope in all this going on. And so I wondered if there was a way I could express about heaven on earth. Would you like me to read it?
Yes, please. Yes, I'm sorry. I was waiting. Yes, please.
Okay. Heaven on earth. I believe that when nothing is said or done about disparity, the soul cries. Love is all that we remember when the angels call us home. I suppose that love is held in the soul. My soul is not worthy of this ascension if it does not hold love for others. Then there's the one we choose to emulate. Choices are ours to make. We have such freedoms, only to be kept with love of fellow people. This causes pause for thought. Goals for heaven or a golden place seem rather selfish when love of others here on this earth is perhaps enough. Heaven on earth. I like that idea. Let's make it happen. Thank you.
Yes, Lisa, let's make it happen. I love that thought as well, and each one of us do. Your heaven on earth is reflects on the love as souls through falling, suggesting paradise lies not above, but in how we care for one another here. Compassion, not ambition, brings us closest to grace. So thank you for such a beautiful poem, and may we all create heaven on earth, especially in face of so much chaos happening all around us. And there are children, there are adults, there are countries, there are regions, there are communities suffering. Thank you so much for absolutely much needed words of love being the only way to create heaven. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
I want to take a couple of comments here. We have Sadbir who says eco-friendly words. Thank you, Rupa. And always pleased to hear you hosting the sessions. Thank you, Satinder. And superb, Rupa. Thank you, Satinder again. Anu says absolutely wonderful, Neelam Saxena, with empowering woman whose thoughts feel dead. Anu says, Rupa, so true, and reality so well expressed through metaphors. Sadbir says, yes, Lisa, let's make it happen. Everybody resonates with you here, Lisa, and thank you so much for rendering your poem with so much heart to create heaven, which is so needed. Thank you again. Shalini, it's your turn. Silver gaze is what we want to gaze at. What is it we are gazing at when you say silver gaze? Over to you.
So, sure. Thank you, Rupa. And so I am a nature lover. So anything I see in nature just inspires me to think and write. And it was a quiet night sky I was gazing at. And I think we would, as a humanity, it would do us good to look up and look at the universe, look at how insignificant are all our problems or all our issues or differences, or the hate that is being shown around, how insignificant it gets when we look up into the universe and see how it's such a big game and get bigger. So my my whole verse that I'm going to say now, or speak out, is inspired by a thought that every time even the most dry heart looks at the moon, there's something that gets stirred. And I was really curious, so I just penned down a few words on that. And Rupa, if I could go ahead with it.
Please do. Absolutely. Most
Okay.
welcome.
So the poem is titled Silver Gaze, and I have to read it out here. I haven't really, learned it by heart, as we call it. So, distant moon, beautiful blemished face, silvery white, serene like a lover's gaze. Born from a sliver of luminous crescent, a fortnight unfolds your golden ascent. Celestial moon joins souls far apart, then waxes and wanes like change of human heart. Eternal moon, stay bright forever, heal the human heart with heavenly endeavor. Thank you.
What a lovely, tender ode to the moon's quiet grace, a celestial force that connects the distant hearts and reflects the ebb and flow of human emotion like the waxing, waning moon. And its luminous journey becomes a symbol of healing, constancy, and love across time. Thank you so much, Shalini, for another lovely poem. We love the thought that we are staring and gazing at this sliver of silver. Thank you.
Thank you.
And once again, back to you, dear Varunjai. Let's talk about your two angels of joy, which gives everyone so much joy and you the utmost. Over to you.
Um, Thank you. Um, my angels of joy. I mean, I wrote this poem for my twin daughters. Um, Two little stars born side by side, a miracle doubled, love amplified. With every giggle, every gleam in your eyes, you paint my skies with endless sunrise. Tiny hands that hold my heart tight, like laughter bells in soft morning light. You dance through days with curious grace, a world of wonder in each little face. Mirror souls with matching smiles, filling my life with dreamy smiles. When you call out, Papa, with gleamy cheer, every burden fades, every doubt grows clear. You fight, you hug, you tumble and play. In your innocence, I find my way. The chaos, the cuddles, the stories you weave are the sweetest gifts I could ever receive. Two heartbeats echoing rhythm of mine. In your eyes, the whole stars align. My arms may tire, my feet may fall, but your love, my dears, lifts me through it all. For every night I tuck you in tight and whisper a prayer in the silver moonlight. Know this, my angels, now and always. You are my sunshine, my reason, my praise. So grow, my flowers, bloom in your song. I'll be right here, cheering you strong. For in you both I see all that is true, my joy, my pride, my heart split in two. Thank you.
Wow, your expression of your love for your twins, Satvika, Sanvika, are those the names?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Through this poem and a tribute to them, you are celebrating the profound love between a parent and their children, and a love that uplifts, transforms, gives life radiant meaning. Their laughter, innocence, and bond are the light that guides every poet and non poet's soul. So, thank you so much, Varun, for absolutely beautiful, touching lines. And your twins are gifts that keep giving and will keep giving. So, congratulations on the poem and blessings to your twins. Thank you.
Thank you.
Neelam, now it's your turn, and let's talk about the vague similarity, which is about the waves hitting the shores with crudeness. I want to hear what you want to talk about, the vague similarity.
So, like we are all nature lovers, I suppose. So near my house flows the river Hooghly, and during different times it takes me into different moods and different thoughts come out. So this is one such thought. Through the resplendent evening, though the resplendent evening is full of mellowed beauty, ships passing by with determination to reach destinations, the orange of the sun glowing, the sun waving, enchanted, lips sucking the dainty silence from the exquisite cup of evening, some image keeps tossing amidst the reflections of the happy waves in the tawdry river. The image reminding you of the fragility of life, moments, and your own determinations makes you go numb. A huge frantic wave hits the bottom of the land rather savagely. For a moment, wonders at its own hurt, but continues to hammer the shore. The shore has been newly furnished. Beautiful lights, cozy and cushioned chairs, transplanted green trees, red painted clock tower. The decorated young bride doesn't know how the frantic waves are going to keep striking till the shore succumbs to their pride. The image and your numbness shall persist. The image and your numbness shall persist since they know the vague similarity. So that was my poem.
Wow. So, Neelam, what inspired you to put this together?
You know, a new restaurant had just come up, and I was seeing the waves hitting it, and like that time I was in a low mood. So uh, just a thought came at that moment. Maybe it
Mhm.
didn't stay much, but
Mhm.
yes, it was there at that.
Love it. Love it. The shore succumbed. Indeed. We have Sadbir, who loves the imagery of your poetry, your poem. Sadbir says to Varun, enviable dad, congratulations, Varunjai. Sadbir says to Shalini, healing with a lesson from the moon. Paru Josula says to Shalu, wow. And I think Neelam has shared the link to the page of Literary Warriors group for all of you to join us, whether live or later, when you have the time to join us. So thank you, Neelam, for your lovely poem.
So now I want to say something, a four-liner as you call it, once again. Elusive dream, he fades with dawn, yet in my soul he's never gone. Though lost to time, he drifts so near, I find him still when none are here. Rupa, do you have an elusive dream? How do you treat it as?
Oh my God. See, I salute the four liners you come up with. I still have to get that down to a science and do it myself. So thank you so much, Neelam, for doing this. So yes, I have not too many, but I have dreams, and some of them vivid, some of them elude me, and I don't want them to disappear. I want to cling on to them. And I think some of us may relate to it, those who have, well, you will hear it. Here goes. Floating in expanse of endless space, lying on cushiony clouds woven in lace, afloat in my dream universe. I was groggy. Did I really see my darling papa, or was it foggy? My fingers itched to brush his scruffy, stubbled, beautiful face. I reached out to touch him. He faded away quietly in the veiled haze. You, papa, don't get to give me the slip. My heart, my darling dad, I shall dream of you, even if only for a tad. Father's Day comes and goes. I get me an early gift. You will remain in my memory. I will never let you drift. I wish you, Papa, a wonderful Father's Day each day. My favorite adored hero atop life's flawed clay. Father's Day comes and goes. I get me an early gift. You shall remain in my memory. I will never let you drift. I wish you, Papa, a wonderful Father's Day each, every day. You, my favorite adored hero, atop life's flawed clay. Thank you.
That was
As we,
wonderful. That was
thank you so
wonderful.
much. Thank you
It
so
was
much.
wonderful.
As we conclude the second round, I want to share with all of us on the panel and those who are listening in now and will listen in to us later when we are offline. We at Literary Warriors Group are organizing our own LitFest 3.0 at the College of Military Engineering, Dapodi, Pune, titled Bhasha and Beyond for all literature enthusiasts, wherein we promise to have book launches, poetry workshops, panel discussions, and the plethora of cultural activities. We have art display, we have contests. And so if you haven't registered, it isn't too late. And do join us on the 4th and 5th of October and step into the world of prose and poetry and culture, which is why we are here today, 8th of July, because all of us may be far and apart and distant, but our hearts beat with the same thud and the same beat of drum. And we are together because we share our dreams and our ambition to create peace and heaven on this earth, as Lisa says. We want to gaze at the moon. We want to be by the shore. We want to celebrate our children. We want to celebrate our soul. So, Neelam, do you want to share anything before I share a few more things why July the 8th is important to all of us? You are on mute.
So sorry, so sorry. So, well, I would love to thank Liza, Varunjai, and Shalini for joining us on the show and rendering such beautiful poems. This was such a wonderful poetry meet. And Rupa, you are wonderful as ever, smiling and saying things so nicely. I love it. I love it. And I thank viewers. Some of them always see our shows. So thank you so much, Satbir Paru, Satinder and all those who joined us. Anuradha.
That is right.
Thank you for the opportunity, Rupa and Neelam.
It's our
Thank
pleasure.
you. And I want to share a few things about July the 8th before we call it a day or an evening. Today, the July of 8th has celebrated certain historical events, including the founding of the city of Paris, the city of love. And we talked about love today. The first public reading of the Declaration of Independence was today. The launch of the last space shuttle Atlantis was today. And other significant events include the death of Jean Moulin, a French resistance leader. Today was the beginning of US troop withdrawal from Vietnam. It is the day Catherine the Great took power in Russia. It is the day Ernest Hemingway was injured in World War I. And in 1497, Vasco da Gama's first voyage to India, opening a sea route from Europe to Asia, happened today. Now, the reason I shared this is I want to say to all of us here on the panel and those who are listening and will listen in later, that we all are in the global village with our hearts all woven in the same thread of emotions. And we all pray for peace in this world and universe. And we thank you all for joining us. And Anshu Sharma, thank you for joining us. You've enjoyed the poems. Rashmi says lovely poems. And Varunjai, who got knocked off, I wish you were here, but we loved having you here. Lisa, a pleasure, a delight. You joined us for the first of many times to come. And Shalini, the same for you. The first of many times to come. We look forward to having you. And Neelam, thank you for this platform where we have fun together and may we always continue having fun. So good day to all who are in these parts and good night to those who are on the other part of the world. Thank you. Good night. Good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.